Hey, and welcome to Leadershipization, all things leadership. I'm Beth Bergen. I'm a leadership and communication coach, and I work with individuals and with teams to develop leadership, communication, and mental fitness skills. And I package those together in what I refer to as leadership intelligence. Now, you might notice here that my blind is going in and out. It's crazy windy here on the Sunshine Coast today, which is a change from some of the really hot weather that we've had in a recent heat wave. Today's topic, often what comes up in coaching is these questions about what framework, what key decisions can I make to kind of live my best life? And these are deep kind of questions. They're huge questions. And they're questions that I often find myself asking myself. So I've done a lot of reading, a lot of thinking, and a lot of research about these. And so today what I wanted to do is share with you 6 of these. Now, are these the only 6? No, of course there's more of them. However, these are a really good start. They're a really good start. So let's get started. The first one for me is curiosity. Curiosity. So this is all about being deliberately curious, challenging yourself, nurturing it in yourself, nurturing it in your team, nurturing it in your organization, your business, nurturing it in your community, nurturing it in your children. Curiosity. And this is all about asking questions, no matter how silly you think they are, no matter how much you think that others are going to judge you, no matter what you think others are going to think. Ask the questions anyway. Yeah? Ask the questions. Curiosity for me is also about 3 other things. It's really about being willing to learn. So, part of curiosity is being willing to learn. And I'm sure you've heard me say before that in order to be willing to learn, you also have to be willing to unlearn. So, unlearning some of those things that maybe letting go of will mean that you can move forward more to success. The second thing is having the determination, making the decision that you're actually going to follow up on those things that spark your interest. Now, by following up on those things that spark your interest, what you're actually doing is nurturing that curiosity. And the third thing is, in order to be curious and to maintain and nurture that curiosity, it's really useful for you to develop the skill of listening to understand. Now, we all do it. I know I do it sometimes as well. We listen ready with our next answer. And actually, what will serve you best is to listen to understand so that you can be curious and ask some other questions. So that's the first one, curiosity. The second one is this: start. Start. No further comment needed, really. Start. Whatever it is that you want to do, and also some of those things that you need to do, start. No excuses, no blame, no denial. Start. If you're really afraid of how big this thing seems to be that you're thinking about starting, if you're concerned about, it's so big, it's crazy, take small steps, set small targets. And when you've achieved those, that will help with your momentum to keep on going. Yeah? Start with those small things. Do it for you. Whatever it is that you're going to start, do it for you. And you might want to write this one down. Done is 100% better than perfect. Done is 100% better than perfect. You can go back and change it. However, if you haven't started, you can't adapt. You can't be flexible. You can't recalibrate or do any of those things that could well be contributing to your success. Yeah? Third one, mind your health. Mind your health. I think it was someone like Warren Buffett who said, you only get one mind and one body, and it's got to last you a lifetime. So think about what you do today and how that's going to impact on the rest of your life. And when I talk about health, I mean your physical health, your emotional health, and your financial health. So these are three really awesome opportunities for you to seek those mentors, to find a personal trainer or a gym that has find your tribe. Find your tribe that you can get fit with, whatever that might be, to maintain that physical health, maintain that mental health or that emotional health through the support of a coach. Most coaches, whatever they're dealing with, should be able to help you with your emotional health, because your emotional health contributes to your success, just as your physical health does, and just as your financial health does. Talk to a financial planner or a financial advisor. Get some support. The final thing I want to say about Mind Your Health is this: it's never too late to start. So don't be thinking to yourself, I'm too old, or I should have started last week, last month, last year, 5 years ago. Start today. I'll refer you back to point 2. The fourth one is this: nurture relationships. Nurture relationships. Identify those relationships, both professionally and personally, that are going to serve you. Now, in nurturing these, what this means is that you need to be a little bit discerning about who you get to come sit around your table. So it's not just anybody, because you don't need to be nurturing toxic relationships. Set some boundaries when you're nurturing relationships. This is what I mean by, that relationship with yourself is a really important one for you to nurture as well. But set those boundaries so that others know how you want to be treated, and you demonstrate clearly that this is how you value yourself. And that contributes to you being able to be discerning about who sits around your table. People who challenge you and support you are the kind of people that you want to be nurturing relationships with. Why? Because they're the people who are going to be there for you. They're the people who will lift you up when you're down. They're the people who will be honest with you. They're not the people who will drag you down simply because you're doing something that feels a little bit unusual, that feels like it doesn't fit in people's picture of you, that feels like it doesn't fit in your family history, or whatever those old stories might be. Nurture those relationships. Find mentors and maintain these throughout your life, so that you can go back to someone that may have been your mentor in a role that you had 5 years ago, and you can ask them what they might think about what's going on with you now in your new role as you grow and change. The other thing that I think is really awesome about nurturing relationships is to build them with people of all ages and all cultures, so that you've got that diversity, because that absolutely brings new insight. I love to have conversations with my little 6-year-old mate to help him to build his own curiosity. We have the most insane conversations about things that are vitally important to him. And what I know is that I'm planting that seed all the time. But he's also helping me see the world through a different perspective, just as my sons are as they've grown up, just as all of the friends and the colleagues and the peers that I have of all age groups and all cultures. Maintain, nurture those relationships. The fifth one is this: laugh and laugh and laugh some more. I'm a certified happiness coach, and I'm also a certified positive intelligence coach. And so, what I know and what is at the core of all that I work with, whether it's business, whether it's leadership, communication, whatever it might be, this realization that happiness is actually a choice. And you have to be quite deliberate about looking for laughter, looking for fun, looking for lessons. You have to be able to laugh at yourself. You have to be able to laugh at yourself. I do the most glorious stuff up sometimes. You've got to be able to laugh at yourself, and you also need to be able to laugh with others. Come up with some awesome dad jokes. Be a little bit corny. Be real. Be authentic. But laugh. And then laugh some more. It's an important component of your success as a leader and also in life. It helps to take the tension out of a lot of really tough moments. It's a great skill to have. The sixth one is this: choose and choose again. I don't want you to spend your entire life living someone else's dream. I don't want you to spend your entire life doing something or feeling like you're held back and feeling like life has kind of lost its passion because you don't want to admit that you got it wrong. No one can take away from you your power of choice. So don't ever be afraid to make a choice. Make choices based on some kind of risk assessment, obviously. Is this suitable? Is this going to be something that will achieve the outcome that you're looking for? But recognize that while it's perfectly okay to go, I'm out, it's just as okay to go, I'm in. Because you can then go, I'm out. You can always make another choice. You could always make another choice. This ability to choose and to change your mind by making another choice, it allows you to experiment with a range of different things. If I was talking about leadership and communication skills, I'd be encouraging you to try something different, try something new, see how it works, make a choice about it. I'd also be encouraging you to make that choice without it being based on fear, without it being based on, I want to stay in my comfort zone. The best things happen out of that comfort zone. So my sixth one for you is choice. Now, obviously, there are many other key decisions that you might make that frame your life. Things like contribution, things like the power of the pause, things like, pause and reflection, things like your ability to learn or your willingness to learn, things like your integrity. Let's start by focusing on these six: curiosity, start, mind your health, nurture relationships, love, and choose. I'm sure that I'll cover others as we move forward. What I know is that I cover these key decisions and many more in my 10-week Leadership Intelligence program. And I'm opening that shortly for the final 2024 intake. So yell out if you'd like more details about that. In the meantime, hashtag replay if you're looking at this a little bit later. If you've got any questions and comments, please reach out. Happy to answer those for you. If there is a topic you'd like me to address, yell out for that as well. In the meantime, have an awesome rest of the week.